With the Carters, we're gonna make cream cheese, jalapeno stuffed, bacon wrapped poppers. I don't know if this is a proper popper or not, but that's what we're calling them. Just a couple things before we get started. Make sure you wash your hands after handling these, especially the raw bacon and the spiciness. You know, you don't want to rub your eyes or do whatever you're gonna do. And we'll get started. I got some in the oven now, so it should be beeping soon, so we'll get started. One thing about the bacon, don't get it too thick because it's thin. The thinner stuff will stretch a little better and be able to wrap around the jalapeno a little better. If you have thick bacon, you may have to toothpick it into place. But the poppers, or the peppers, I'm sorry, you kind of want to cut them on where they lay. And see, this one's got a bend on it, so you're going to want to cut it this way. And I like to use a real thin, sharp knife. You know, now it's going to lay nice and be all happy. Same with this one.
Hello, Nikki. Thanks for joining us.
Yep, thanks for joining us, everybody. We really appreciate it. It's very nice of you. So these will go quick. Let's cut these. I like to leave the stubs on for a little presentation. And that's it for the knife. Now getting these veins out of here, take just a teaspoon and get up underneath that the top there, and you can just pull this vein right out of here. Typically, this one's a little difficult, but you want to get all the seeds in the vein out of here. I think that's where all the spice is. So that looks pretty good. We're going to set that there. Here's another one. Get up underneath there, pull that out. Scrapey, scrapey. And I washed these off. I rinsed them off before I started doing this.
Hello, Holly. Thanks for joining us today.
Yeah, thank you. And then with jalapenos, you know, we've had them where they were so spicy we could hardly eat them, and then we've had them where they had no flavor at all, and we were putting hot sauce on them. So if somebody knows how to tell if they're hot or not other than tasting them, let us know.
My theory is that if they're really small, if the peppers are small, they're hotter. That's why I got these really big. Oh.
Yeah, you want to get some fairly decent sized ones. You know, so you're not trying to cut the cream cheese up. And we've tried them both ways with cheddar cheese and with cream cheese. We like the cream cheese better than the cheddar. The thing about the cheddar cheese is you gotta fit all that cheese in here somehow. You know what I mean? If they're bent, you know, this one would be nice, but if bent ones or anything, it's hard to get a hunk of cheese in there. But like I said, you know, it's preference. Whatever. If you want cream cheese, if you want cheddar cheese, I haven't tried any other cheeses, but I think that's about it. Okay, those are done. See, that was pretty lickety split. So we'll do that.
The other thing is don't touch your eyes, just like COVID-19. Yeah. Don't touch your eyes or your face.
Excuse me.
While you're working with the peppers. Hello, Dolores. Hi, Mom.
And then the cream cheese, don't take it out until you're ready to go. The colder the better, because if this is warm, it gets kind of mushy, and it stuffs in here a lot better when it's cold. But this goes pretty.
Go a little slower.
This goes pretty quick, you know, and you want to get it kind of stuffed in there pretty well. Kind of eyeball. Yeah, these are pretty good. I've made these a lot, and you can definitely grill these, but I wouldn't walk away. I'd do an indirect thing until the bacon started to render a little bit, and then I maybe move it over to the hot spot to get the bacon crunchy. Yeah, but don't walk away, man. You'll have an inferno with the grease. So, but you know, like I said, this goes pretty quick. You could definitely wear gloves if you had them.
We thought these would be a good summer patio treat. Yeah, Friday cocktails, Saturday, Sunday. We like them football season. Yeah. We eat them all the time.
And there's going to be a little left. Okay. All right, there's that. And like I said, the bacon, The thinner stuff works better because you could wrap it around. If you have thicker bacon, you're gonna have to toothpick it. And the oven, it's at 350, and these usually take about maybe half an hour or so. So we'll start wrapping these bad boys up. And then, like I said, it's just a wrap, and you can stretch these around. I'll get to the poppers in a second here. And the littler ones, you can cut the bacon, or you can just keep it all on there. Whatever you want to do. Don't overfill this because it'll just mush out and be nasty. You know, it'll run all over the pan. And I like cooking mine on a rack so it's not sitting on all the grease. If you don't have a rack, just foil lined baking sheet. I think we got half sheets.
Mm-hmm.
And this goes pretty quick. Like I said, it's barely been 5 minutes and I'm almost done.
So how many can you make for a pack of bacon?
I think there's about 16 or 17 slices of bacon in a pack. So, 7 or 8 jalapeños, whatever you want. And another thing too about the thicker bacon, when you go to bite into it, it peels off. You might not be able to bite through it. This thinner bacon seems to bite better, so you get a bite instead of pulling.
And if you have any left after you make them, you can always reheat them, and they taste just as good, I think.
Yeah, just nuke them for a little bit. But the idea is you want to get the bacon cooked before the jalapenos turn to mush. So 350, 360 maybe. I don't know. It depends on your grill. Okay, let me wash up.
Oh man, those are some happy peppers. Holly, I think these have Charles all over them. We have a little bit of time. What are you guys making today? What is on your plate for Sunday afternoon or Sunday evening? So these were in the oven at 350 for 30.
Oh, they look pretty good.
For about 30 minutes.
We had a little shrinkage on the bacon. But
Hi, Karen. Thanks for joining us.
But let these cool, man, because they're cream cheese.
They're gonna be hot.
Yeah, it's gonna be hot. So I'll get these unloaded. Let them cool off for a little bit. Get the other ones on there. Oh, this came completely off. That one failed, so we'll just save that one. But see, it's kind of smushing out, so yeah, just be mindful of how much you're putting in there. And we'll get these going. Yeah, this was $3.50 for a half an hour, and that bacon's fairly crunchy. It's all cooked. So,
Sometimes we have a hard time finding these baking sheets. The ones we're using right now, I think I got these at Crate and Barrel on clearance racks.
Yeah.
The baking racks.
We use the heck out of those racks, man.
But they work nice for a variety of dishes.
Yeah. Okay, that's that. Cream cheese, be mindful that it had jalapeno on it, so if you go to reuse it, you're going to have some jalapeno juice on there. We'll let those cool off a little bit and we'll try one.
Does anyone have any questions about the process? Or it looks like Karen's made this recipe before. Do you have any tips to share, Karen? Or things that you do differently?
All right, what are you thinking?
Many a time this is just lunch at the
I'm
Carters.
thinking they're still hot, but
Maybe slice it.
I'm just going to go for it.
Oh my goodness.
That's a spicy one. They're good. I think you double the bacon up, how it's shrunk up. It's all gonna cook, so That's all I got. Thanks for watching. And yeah, if you got any tips or got anything else to tell us, feel free, and we really appreciate it.
Yep. What's next week, honey?
Oh, dueling omelets. Michelle's gonna make her omelet, and I'm gonna make my omelet, and
In preparation for Mother's Day.
we'll see whose is better. So thanks again, folks.
Thank you, everybody, for joining us, Cooking with the Carters, and we'll see you next week.
Take care and be safe.